speaking to the non-Muslim why Islam is the best religion. And these are the matter of fiqh, which is daily essential, there are lots of opinion there. And in order to give your verdict, exactly. Yeah. But my question to you, sister, are you taking Islam because of him, or are you taking Islam because of it is truth?
I'm taking, how can I say this? I have always been open to Islam, but I never could decide on Islam. And since I've met him, I love Islam more.
Right.
So you could say he's the reason why I'm not ready.
But does it make sense, the concept of Islam?
Yes.
So there is one God, makes sense. God sent messenger, makes sense. God sent books, makes sense.
Put it this way, Jesus being a prophet than more than a Messiah makes more sense to me than Christianity.
Jesus, so you see him as a messenger of God?
I see him as a messenger of God, not son of God.
Correct. So we don't say God have a son. In fact, Quran refute the idea. Allah said, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Means he does not have a father, neither he has a child. So it's a clear-cut refutation here, right? So Jesus, when we say son, then God must have a wife. But how can God have a son when God have no wife?
Yes.
Simple reasoning.
Islam makes more sense.
Exactly. Now, if the things make sense to you, why do you delay up until the marriage date? Why not now?
Visa.
What do you mean?
Being that we have to, he's on student visa.
Okay.
We're trying to get it changed. And we are going to an appointment next week, but they tell me that I may have to wait 70 days. Because you have to give notice of marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
No, but what you can do is, in Islamic marriage is a different one.
I know.
And then one is court marriage, which not court marriage, I think is marriage registry, right? The Islamic marriage, in the sight of Allah, you both can talk to each other. And because, in Islam doesn't allow to have dating and free dating outside of marriage, yeah?
I know.
But only for the purpose of marriage, you can sit down together with someone else there, in presence of someone else.
Well, you see, most of our relationship is online.
Okay.
So I've only met
Yeah.
once.
Okay. But we say when two-person talk, there's also shaitan there. Yeah? And it can divert your mind, because human, we cannot control our emotions sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So I would say, make the testimony as soon as you can.
Okay.
Because look, end of the day, death is something inevitable. It will visit us soon or later. But we need to make the step.
True.
Once you die, like imagine if any of us die, we don't take our family to our grave, do we? We go alone. So that means we need to make our decision alone. Because the salvation, God will ask the salvation question to me directly. So Allah will say, what happened? Why don't you prostrate to me? I have given you so much. I didn't get any payment from you. No money given to me. Of course, he doesn't need money. He doesn't need money, but where is the gratitude?
That's why I started my prayers.
Are you starting doing salah?
Yeah.
5 daily?
I started off with once, now I'm doing twice, slowly, so that I get...
Yeah.
I don't want to do 5 a day and then quit.
But I tell you, in order to receive the benefit fully, you need to take the testimony.
Okay.
Would you like to do it now?
No, I will do it after my hands when I get married.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, don't delay it, sister, because it has a consequences.
I know, that's why I'm flying over to see him and to sort out our marriage.
Yeah. But since I'm glad that you're not just taking the decision based on him, you're taking the decision based on what you have believed and realized that Islam is the truth.
What he has shown me of Islam, yes.
Yes. Is there anything that you think you need clarification?
No, I just need to make peace with a few things in my life, and I think then I'll be ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish you all the best. In the month of Ramadan, we are fasting, and I hope...
I know, I'm fasting too.
Oh, that's good, mashallah. So I hope all the best for you, and ask God that God gives you all the best for you and your family and whatever you wanted and whatever you wished. On that note, I'll let you go, sister. Look after yourself. Thank you.
2 minutes on the event. Say something, Ramadan and
Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, we are end of Ramadan, and please make dua for our brothers and sisters in Palestine and all over the world. I mean, it's such traumatic to see the children are suffering in Palestine, in Gaza. At least we can do dua. So please remember them in their duas and do give charity if you can, you know, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
about the conversation.
About the conversation, she's connected with someone who's Muslim, and this led her to look into Islam. So she looked into Islam as well, and it makes more sense. And she specifically said that it makes no sense that God have a son. And look at the fitrah, the understanding of it, that Allah said, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He cannot have a son, neither he has father, right? So, and Allah also said, how can he have a son when he has no wife in the Quran? So, it's simple, you know, it goes in line with the fitrah. So, I ask that Allah grant her all the best in her life. And the reason why I asked that question, I said, if you wanted to commit to a faith, do not commit to a faith just because you love him. If the faith makes sense, then you commit it. And that's the important. But of course, alhamdulillah, the brother have shown to her the good side of Islam, and she was learning, and alhamdulillah, please make dua that may Allah make everything easy for her. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
So, yeah, Jesus